was in elementary school taking civics in 4th or 5th grade, one of the things I learned was that the 13th Amendment ended slavery in the United States. And I literally was in my 50s when I learned that the 13th Amendment did not end slavery in the United States, that it still explicitly allows slavery in the United States. It's just that in order to be a slave, to be enslaved, to have the status of being enslaved, you have to have first been convicted of a crime. 20 states right now have language in their constitutions that allow for slavery in those states for people who have been convicted of a crime. Most of them southern states. And the reason why is because, you know, after the 13th Amendment was passed, you had all these plantations in the South that had been depending on slave labor. And, you know, they needed labor. And so, you know, they started creating crimes that people could be easily arrested for and convicted of, you know, loitering, spitting on the sidewalk. I mean, just all kinds of crimes that they could throw people in jail for. And once they were convicted of that crime, they were enslaved again. In fact, Parchman, you know, it's in, I believe it's in Mississippi. It might be Louisiana, but I'm pretty sure it's Mississippi. The big state prison is a former plantation, and it's still being worked as a plantation. And that's no accident or mistake. I mean, it was a plantation that was run with slave labor, and once the 13th Amendment was passed, they simply changed it from slave labor to convict slave labor. So here in Oregon, Louise and I will be getting our ballots any day now. We got our voter guide a couple days ago. Everybody in the state, the entire state is mail-in ballots. And we'll all be getting our ballots, and on the ballot will be a ballot in Oregon and in 4 other states to repeal slavery in Oregon. That's pretty cool. It's also going to be on the ballot in Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon. Well, I mentioned Oregon. In Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Vermont. And if it passes in all 5 of those states, there will only be 15 states where slavery is legal in the United States. So just an FYI, just wanted to flag that for you. You know, keep track of that, pay attention to that.